All right, story time. Um, basically, I lived in California for 39 years. I lived 35 years in Fresno County, 2 years in Orange County. Well, 4 years in Orange County, 2 years in Santa Ana, and 2 years in Huntington Beach. And I used to come back up to Fresno like on a weekend or on a vacation or something like that and spend some time in Fresno. And, that's where I had two brothers and a whole bunch of relatives and, that kind of thing. This is well after my wife and my mom had died. And I was working for Orange County Business Magazine. And I'd worked Friday afternoon and Friday night. Friday afternoon. And I was going to drive up to Fresno. And as I recall, I got about halfway to a place called Bakersfield, California. And I was too tired, so I went ahead and rented a hotel room and stayed there in Bakersfield. And then the next morning I got up and drove the rest of the way to Fresno, which was about another, 150 miles. Anyway, about 10 o'clock in the morning, I rolled into Fresno, and I pulled off on the Shields exit. And I got off on Shields and Blackstone. There's a major intersection there. And there was a donut shop right on the corner, and it was Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, and believe this or not, the guy who used to own it, his name was Paul Winchell. He owned every Dunkin' Donut shop in the entire, or not Dunkin', but Winchell's Donuts. His name was Paul Winchell, and they were a 24-hour place, and we used to go there all the time and get donuts. Anyway, I rolled in there and I got some donuts, and right across the street,
Yahoo!
there was a hotel that I used to stay at. So it was a Hyatt. I drove across the street and pulled in and pulled back into the parking lot there, and drank some coffee and ate a couple of donuts just to relax for a minute. Anyway, finally I said, okay, I'm gonna get out and get my stuff and go up to the hotel here and check in, and I had parked pretty far towards the back of the hotel. I got out of the car and I'm unloading my luggage and stuff, and I only took like 2 bags. It's not a big deal. I was only going to be there for a couple of days anyway, so it wasn't any big thing. So anyway, I'm walking across the parking lot, and I got like a naval type bag. You know what I mean? Like I forgot what they even call them, but it was a big bag is what it was, not a suitcase at all. And then a little athletic carrier, and I'm got him, and I'm walking across the parking lot up towards the office, and this little skinny guy pops up. He was black. He looked like he weighed about 110 pounds. And this was probably when I was, I don't know, about 30 years old, and I was in good shape. I weighed about 240, and I was. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but at that time I was a pretty tough guy. Anyway, this kid, he looks like about 110 pounds, got nappy hair, looked like he hadn't taken a bath in a week or two. And he says, hey, you MFer, he didn't say MFer, but you get the point. He says, hey, give me all your money right now or else. And it shocked me. And I'm looking at this kid, and I'm going, what the hell? And like I said, he looks like he weighs about 110 pounds, soaking wet. And I just, really more than anything else, I was just dumbfounded that some little kid like that could say that. And I said, hey, you better get the hell away from me, and you better get on down the street right now, or I'm going to kick your ass. You understand? You little punk. And all of a sudden, he, like a rocket, takes off running right down the street. I mean, boom, you know what I mean? I mean, he was running like he stole something, And I'm going, damn, I wonder what the hell was that shit all about. So anyway, I proceeded on up, and I'm walking on up, and I go in the office, and I'm sitting there, and I'm ringing the bell, and nobody's coming to the office, and I'm looking around, and finally this guy comes up, and his face is just ghost white, and he's looking at me, and his mouth is wide open, and he says, what the hell happened to you, mister? And I said, what are you talking about? He said, look at all that blood. And I looked down, and oh my God, my whole white shirt was covered in blood, from like my belly button on down, and my pants. And I turned around and I looked, and there's like a trail of blood leading out of this place. And I'm going, what the hell? And so I just dropped my two bags, and I went over and I sat down on this chair, and there's a hole in my shirt. And this kid had shot me right in the stomach with like a 22 short.
What?
And then took off running, okay? I'm going, damn! And now, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't hear anything. I swear. It's like it never happened. And as soon as this guy tells me about it, it hurt like hell, man! I'm going, God damn, I've been shot! Call an ambulance, you idiot! Call 911, don't just stand there. So they had an ambulance came out and picked me up and took me, and I went down to the hospital. It's not very far away. It's Fresno Community Hospital. I went to the 911 deal there, and that guy, he took some tweezers and pulled out a little 22 bullet, and he gave me a couple of like tetanus shots or something, and gave me a bunch of pills to take. Poured some stuff in there that was supposed to kill all the germs and everything, and he put a bandage on it, and when I got back to Santa Ana, I went to see a doctor again, and there was no infection, and I kept taking those pills for like 3 weeks or something, and it healed over, and now there's a hole in my stomach, not a big hole or anything, but just a little hole where that 22 short went right in my stomach. And like I said, I never felt nothing. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. I just saw this guy like flex or jump or something, and then just take off running, And he was trying to rob me in the hotel parking lot. And it was one of the weirdest experiences I ever had in my entire life, And it didn't, thank God it was just a little 22 short. And because, if the guy would have had a big gun, it would have, who knows, maybe killed you, but it would have sure put you in the hospital for a while, that's for sure. But it's one of the craziest things that ever happened to me in my whole life. Thank you, God, for looking over it and, making sure that nothing bad happened to me, and I appreciate it. Because, I wasn't necessarily the nicest guy at that time, and I wasn't some terrible guy. I mean, I wasn't out shooting people, okay? But you understand what I mean. Anyway, that's a true story, and that's what happened to me in Fresno, California. Just coming home for the weekend to check into a hotel.
User joined your channel.
That's the end of story time.
Sorry, my computer locked up.
That's what happens when you get shot.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys, hey, it stung, but I didn't feel anything until after the guy told me. You know what I mean? Yahoo! Pretty bizarre, huh?
I love how your stories start and you have no idea where they're going, and then all of a sudden it ends with you being shot.
Hey, well, that really did happen.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
I want to see the little hole, but I don't know if you can show that on stream.
Well, I am showing it right now.
I don't think you're supposed to show any midriff.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
I want to see though.
See it right there?
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's not bad because he's not showing nothing.
He's not being weird about it.
Well, you can tell it's a bullet hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.